Welcome back, YouTube. BlakBlastoise here, back again with another Wi-Fi battle for you guys. This one's against a pretty well-known guy, the BlakBlastoise. He actually was looking for battles over in Shofu's stream the other day, and I was like, you know what? I've actually never really been to Shofu's stream. I just recently started dropping by because it's a good place to pick up battles. And he was looking for a battle, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, because this guy was a mod, I kind of figured, he was gonna bring some standard stuff, so I am bringing a more standard team than I normally would like to. Although I do have, as you can see, I do have both the Delphox and the Donphan, which aren't exactly the greatest Pokemon, which are in the lower tiers, but I did bring a Conkeldurr. But the Conkeldurr is actually Iron Fist, which, I wanted to bring something new instead of the traditional Guts, and I don't actually have Mach Punch on it, which does end up costing me in the game, as you'll see. No spoilers, though. I brought a Mega Pinsir, which, Mega Pinsir is always a nice Pokemon to have. I brought sort of the defensive core of a Skarmory and a specially defensive Rotom Wash. Although, looking at my team, I did not bring a good specially defensive wall except for Rotom Wash. I probably should have brought something better, and that will also end up costing me. Looking over his team, it's a very hyper-offensive, very threatening team. Landorus Theory, and, you got the Kyurem Black, which I'm not sure if it's going to be mixed, Life Orb, Choice Bandit. Either way, it's going to be a threat. Aegislash is always going to be a threat, as I don't know what it's going to be. Also, the Talonflame, it could be Leftovers, it could be Bandit, it could be Skyplate, no idea. And then also T-Tart. Not really sure what it wants to do. And then, of course, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, did he bring a Mega Latios? Did he really bring a Mega Latios? But I'm not sure. But you'll just see what it is. Mega Latios. I have no idea why I said Latios. I said Latios. But anyways, I'm going to lead off my Conkeldurr, predicting him to lead off with either his Landorus Therian or his T-Tarp. He makes a good prediction, leads off his Latios. And then on the top of it, right off the bat, he makes another really good prediction by switching out into his Landorus Therian, predicting my switch out into Delphox. I was so close to just saying fuck it and pressing Ice Punch, but I honestly couldn't risk it first turn, so I did make the safe play out into my Delphox. Right here, I have to double out again. There is absolutely no reason for me not to. I'm going to double out to my Skarmory, because Skarmory is like my only kind of check to this Landorus. So, that's the only thing I have to go for me. He's going to go for the knockoff right here. That's fine by me. I'm just going to take this opportunity, set up my Rizzle Drizzle Racks, just because I saw the Talonflame, and I'm like, I do not want this thing sweeping my team. I cannot let this thing sweep my team. So, right here, we trade off Stealth Rocks as he gets up his rocks. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird right here. Just trying to get a bit of damage off. I do know that I am intimidated. Oh, actually, wait, no, I'm not intimidated. My bad. But anyways, I do know I don't have exactly a lot of attack investment, but, that's still the decent damage considering it's from a Skarmory. And, it's against Landorus Therian. But anyways, right here, I do make a good prediction. It's not really a prediction. I was just thinking, what is he going to do? I'm not really sure. So I'm going to switch out. I'm pretty sure he's going to predict me to go for another Brave Bird. So I'm going to switch out my Rotom. Even if he wants to go for like an Earthquake or something, or U-turn, Rotom can still eat that up as he ends up going out into his Aegislash. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp right here. I'm pretty sure this thing is mixed. But on the off chance that it is full-on physical, I want it to get burned. And the only thing that can really resist a burn on his team is his Latios or his Talonflame. And it's good to see if it's really physical, because he'll switch then. But no, it is mixed or full-on special. I'm not sure at this point in time as he goes for the Shadow Ball. It did a lot of damage. Right here, I was close to clicking Rest. But really, honestly, damage is damage. So I go for the Volt Switch. I did a nice chunk of damage. I was actually predicting the King Shield, but I guess he was predicting me to predict the King Shield by going for Rest. I'm not sure. So I go out into Donphan because I'm like, well, basically I'm sacking this thing off. Maybe I can live a Shadow Ball. If I can, that'd be great. And then I can retaliate back with like an Ice Shard or something. Do decent damage, maybe knock it out. And I can! Donphan, Pwn, and Clutch, living on 14 HP. Getting a little bit of leftovers recovery. So now this Aegislash is just about dead, because what I'm thinking right here is he can go for another Shadow Ball, knock me out, but I have priority in the form of Ice Shard. I can knock it out with the combination of Ice Shard and burn damage. He makes a he makes a questionable play actually by switching out into his Kyurem Black. I know with Stealth Rocks up and burn damage, I pretty much assume this thing's dead. I go for the Ice Shard, and that basically does absolutely nothing. Watch, that was a critical hit. They did nothing to this Kyurem Black. I'm like, good lord, Kyurem Black, like, chill out with the steroids, man. Quit being so bouquet. Quit being so good. So, right here, honestly, I checked his team. I checked his team again. And honestly, Donphan was not going to help me in the slightest. So I am just going to let sack off Donphan. I went for the Earthquake just on the off chance, he went for a physical move and I was able to live. But seeing Ice Beam, I know that it is going to be a mixed Kyurem Black. So it is going to be not. And then also I see Leftovers. So it's not a choice banded Kieran Black, so I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to bring in Conkeldurr, and right here, I make a pro play. I'm very proud of this play. I predict him to switch out, go on to his Lander's Theory, and predicting me to go for a Drain Punch or a Mach Punch to knock it out, as it does happen. So I'm going to go for the nice and powerful Ice Punch. And that's going to be great, because even with the Intimidate drop, I am actually Iron Fist adamant. So, you know, the Intimidate drop and Iron Fist boost kind of a little counter each other out. Plus, you know, I am adamant with the nice 416 attack, all that fun stuff. So I am able to knock out the Lander's Theory. And plus, you know, it's 4 times weakness, all that fun stuff. So it's going to bring in the Latios. And right here, I make another pro play. I'm thinking, you know, even if he goes first, I don't think he has Psychic. If he does, I have an Assault Vest, so I'm probably able to live it. Also, if he goes for Psy Shock, I'm pretty sure I can live that because I am naturally bulky. So I am going to go for an Ice Punch. I'm going to do a lot of damage to this Latios. And right here, I honestly made a bad play by going for another Ice Punch. I honestly was not sure what to do, so I just went straight away for another Ice Punch. What I probably should have done was should have switched up moves and should have went for something else, but I didn't. So right now, I'm kind of maybe like showing the bluff that I could be potentially banded, although banded would be really stupid. But anyways, what he does is he brings in, he Healing Wishes up his Aegislash, and I'm like, oh crap, that thing I thought was dead, it comes back to life. No! But right here, I do predict the King Shield by going for the Drain Punch, you know, that's cool. And right here, I go for the Fire Punch, and I'm like, well, maybe I get the burn again. It's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. Boom, it happens! I'm like, oh god! That was really freaking lucky. I'm not even going to deny that. That burn was pretty much game-changing. Although, he is mostly special. The burn itself is the extra 12% always helps. So, you know, if anything else, even if it doesn't, like, hinder its attack, it's still residual damage. And residual damage is residual damage is residual damage. And residual damage is very good. I think I said residual damage like freaking 4 times or something. But anyways, he's going to bring in his Talonflame. I'm like, okay, just go straight away for another Fire Punch. You know, why not? He's probably going to predict me not to predict. He's probably going to predict me to go for him to go for another King Shield. So I'm going to go for another Fire Punch. Maybe have a chance to knock it out. But he brings in the Talonflame. So I'm forced to switch out. I'm going to go out of my Rotom as he goes to the Flare Blitz. And I'm like, oh, okay, Flare Blitz. That's fine. I don't know why he didn't go for a Brave Bird. I honestly would have went for a Brave Bird. But no, you went for Flare Blitz. That's cool. I mean, it's killed it anyways. You know, it probably would have killed Conkeldurr anyways too. So I'm gonna bring in Firefox. I didn't see Leftovers. I didn't see any Life Orb recoil. So I'm pretty sure it might be banded. And the way he switches leads me to believe that he is banded. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's a banded Talonflame. That's scary, but he brings in T-Tar, which I completely forgot he had. But I'm gonna set up a substitute. So whatever he wants to bring in, I'm gonna be behind a substitute. So it'll all be great. It'll all be fine. It'll all be dandy. As I bring in the substitute, I'm like, okay, fine. T-Tar. I can't touch T-Tar, but what I do carry is I do carry Will-O-Wisp. So I can burn this T-Tar, and it'll all be great and fine and dandy. As he decides to Mega Evolve the Mega T-Tar, so I'm like, oh, okay, it's a Mega T-Tar. That is really scary, but I am at least able to go for a Will-O-Wisp. I am at least able to burn this T-Tar, so even though it is a huge threat, it is slightly less of a threat. As he goes for Earthquake, even burn, that Earthquake still is going to be able to knock out my sub. No problem, super effective. It's good. So what I'm going to do right here though is, honestly, I don't want to lose Firefox this early because Firefox still has a chance of being really useful to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go out to my Skarmory, because Skarmory, even though he is burned, like he's probably going to predict this. It's still the best thing to take on this T-Tar one-on-one. As he does predict this, go for the Stone Edge. But thankfully, because I did get that burn off, that Stone Edge did not do nearly as much as I thought it would do. Or probably as he thought it would do, too. So, you know, I am thankfully able to live that. So he's going to bring back in his Kieran Black, because I'm going to go for the Roost here, because I was at a bit low of HP, and I didn't want to, you know, be killed off super easy. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the Roost. And now right here, honestly, I could have went for the Brave Bird for damage, but looking at his team, I honestly felt getting Stealth Rocks back up on the field was my top priority, because that Talonflame was still lurking around. And the only thing I really have at this point in time for my win condition is going to be my my Mega Pinsir. And I need the Talonflame to be out of the way so I can outspeed it and knock the rest of his team out with Quick Attack. So I am going to get up my Stealth Rocks as he goes for the Ice Beam. Thankfully for me, I am able to live it, just because Kieran Black's special attack is not as good as his monstrosity physical attack. So thank God I'm able to live that. He is going to be able to 2-KO me with Ice Beam though. Honestly though, at this point in time, I don't need Skarmory anymore, because I'm thinking I have a plan here. I can bring in my Delphox, okay, and then I can do, as long as I do a solid amount of damage with Delphox Fire Blast, I can then revenge kill it with a quick attack from my Pinsir. Then he can bring in his, then he's gonna bring in his Talonflame, and then I can switch out and fodder off my Conkeldurr. So, you know, I have a plan. I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast. I get the burn. Honestly, I'm gonna say the burn didn't matter at this point in time. It was just sort of salt in the wound that I got the burn twice from secondary effects. Honestly, I'm gonna say it didn't matter because I'm pretty sure at the range of HP that he's at, an Aerialate boosted quick attack from a Mega Pinsir would have been able to knock it out. Because, you know, looking at that range of HP that he's at. So I am going to bring in my Mega Pinsir at this point in time. No reason not to. Just going to nicely click that Mega Evolution button. Mega Evolve into Mega Pinsir. And Mega Pinsir's here to just wreck lives, I think. So he's going to go for the... I'm going to go for the quick attack anyways. He's not going to go for the quick attack. I'm going to go for the quick attack. I am able to knock out the Caramel. I have a chance at winning this. This is glorious. I have a chance at winning this. He's going to bring in his Talonflame. Thank God I did manage to get up my Stealth Rocks, because now this Talonflame is at a very revenge killable range. And now right here, I'm like, I swear to God, if he bluffed the band and he's going to Roost now, I'm screwed. It's my only chance. So I'm going to bring in my Conkeldurr. I'm like, please don't go for Roost. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird. So I was assuming that it is banned because it's the only explanation. As he's able to slap that thing with a Brave Bird. Down goes my Conkeldurr, but I don't care. I'm like, alright, now please, this thing has to die from recoil. This thing has to die from recoil. And it does. And I'm like, okay, GG. GG, BlakBlastoise. I think I got this. And he's going to bring out his Aegislash, as I'm going to bring out my Mega Pinsir, my last Pokemon. He's going to go for the Shadow Sneak right here, honestly, because number one, he knows that I'll outspeed. Number two, he just wants a bit of chip damage off. That's where the burn kind of comes into play. I mean, like, I don't think even if he wasn't burned that a Shadow Sneak from this range would have knocked me out, honestly. But, you know, it could have done a bit more damage, and with the less, and with the, you know, the extra health from burn, I'm not sure if it mattered or not. Probably did, but, you know, hacks is hacks. And now he's going to bring in his T-Tar. That thing is just going to die to a nice X-Scissor from this Mega Pinsir. So, you know, Mega Pinsir doing them late game sweeps, clutching the match for me, which will leave me with the very narrow 1-0 victory. So, you know, thank you, BlakBlastoise, for the match. It was a pretty cool match. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed my narration. If you did, feel free to leave a like and a comment. BlakBlastoise, I'm pretty sure you know him. He's been around in the community since like 2007 or something like that. So, you know, he's pretty old. You know, I'll leave his channel link down in the description below either way. So, you know, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment, and I will see you all next time. Bye.